They've just taken it another step further and said that it's not even the beliefs that we hold that connect us together. So these external beliefs that we have about the world or ourselves or how things fit together, that isn't what actually brings us together. Hello, I'm Martha Angelini, and today the group reverses our understanding of community, connection, and belonging. So the question I asked for today's video was, what does expanding vibrationally mean? The reason I asked was I think we were having a conversation about, the vibrations, light, and how all that works, which is probably going to be in another video. So I just wanted some clarification. So what does it mean, right? If that's what we are, if we are vibration, what does expanding vibrationally really do? So I'm going to read their response. Growth. The expansion itself is felt at the eternal level as being more complete. At the human level, it is felt like peace, a sense of belonging and connection. You are connecting and belonging to you. It is an inner experience, but it is translated as belonging to community or connecting to others. So I thought this was an interesting sort of rabbit hole to go down. So I felt maybe we should sort of continue exploring it, and I just sort of let them continue talking. So belonging to community is not an issue in itself. Connecting with others in community is a healthy and beautiful experience. It is the mirror to connections you form as eternal beings. It is important to maintain community connections. A community's vibration is the sum of all those who comprise it. So I started thinking, okay, so community is, according to our eternal selves, is looking a little bit different to how I've had understood community as a human being. The individuals make the community. However, you don't belong to a community. You connect within community. So that's an interesting distinction. Community is the space of connection. It could be a room, a stadium, a conference. As individuals, you don't belong to the space. The connections you form within those spaces are what produce the feeling of being in community. So now it looks like there's a distinction between the community sort of being the space and the feeling of community being more like us coming together as beings within the community, but it isn't the space that creates that sense of community. That's what I'm getting. It is the connection themselves, not the space, that is the focus. Okay, now we're moving on. The group of individuals coming together carry a vibration that is similar and which is what draws you together. It isn't the space itself. The space may be where you congregate, either in person or online, but it isn't what brings you together. So this feels more like container content, which they talk about. So the idea that as beings, we're not actually congregating to a container. We are congregating because of our vibrations, and our vibrations are what connect us. It's not the container that does that for us, which is interesting, because a lot of times it's easy to think that it's the space, it's the thing, it's what we can see around us that is what is actually connecting us together, but that may not be what it is. The community is the connection, the vibration, not the belief. Beliefs don't bring people together. Resonance does. Now we're going down an even bigger, deeper rabbit hole. So let's hang on and see what happens. Beliefs are a way to label vibration. Beliefs have unique vibrations for each individual. The belief is part of the vibration, but it isn't the vibration itself. Your vibration as an eternal being has its own indicators. It's like a book of where you are on your path to becoming, allowing others to, quote, read it to get a feel for who you are. Your beliefs as a human being resonate with your vibration at the level of becoming that you are. This is very interesting. I think it's very interesting because so we can probably get our heads around the fact that, it's not the space that draws us together, it's the vibration that draws us together. But they've just taken it another step further and said that it's not even the beliefs that we hold that connect us together. So these external beliefs that we have about the world or ourselves or how things fit together, that isn't what actually brings us together, which is quite like turned everything kind of on its head right there, because what we normally think of is when we think we come into community is that we're coming into a group of people of like mind, meaning for the most part, like belief. We hold the same beliefs, which is why we're a community, which is why we can come together. And they're basically saying that actually has nothing to do with it. It's really about that vibration that you are. Now, from what I can gather, that belief that we have does contribute to that vibration, but it isn't the whole thing, which I find interesting. I would love to hear your thoughts on this topic, so please let me know in the comments. If you liked this video, please give it a like and a subscribe. Also, if you have a question for the group about, clarification for this topic or another topic, there is a link in the show notes for you to do that. Thanks so much. See you soon.